This episode is brought to you by FHEMEX. Make sure to click on the description below, guys. There is going to be a link there that's going to allow you access into a VIP tier that is going to give you the discount that you actually need for trading futures. You can actually trade that link also for spot price action, but I gotta tell you, spot price against the futures with the discount, it's a lot more. I mean, it's a bigger, more competitive edge using the futures contracts, guys. So only through me are you going to be able to get that VIP tier. Go to FHEMEX, guys. Hit on that link in the description below. You'll thank me later. But anyway, what is up, team? What is up? And we got XRP to talk about, right? I do. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's do this. Check this out. This chart here, right? Yeah, we were talking about some downside targets from around here, right? We were already observing the potentials of dropping from 220s or whatever that was, all the way down up to all the way down up on to these levels of around 214. Obviously speaking, we dropped to 206, which is the target that we wanted about a week prior or a few days prior than that. So unfortunately, I was incredibly wrong by that. And whatever dynamic pushed everything, all the way down here, whatever that was, it happened. We had already a thesis of dropping into that 209, right? It doesn't matter what it was. I didn't warn you guys, so that is completely wrong on my part. And we're just going to go ahead and do this to those drawings, right? We're going to get rid of it entirely, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing started with a brand new chart, with a brand new face. We're going to find out exactly what's going on here with XRP. So before we get this thing started, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is ARCa. I'm actually coming at you here on Thursday. Sorry, guys. I really hate saying things like that. I hate it when I hate failing, like to people who depend on me. And I often hear like, brother, you're not failing. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. But I take it heavily. You know what I mean? And I'm never going to just ignore it. Right. I will always face the truth on that and tell you guys that whatever the reason was, whatever it was what it was. Right. And so that I'm here completely transparent and letting you know that I'm not perfect, but I am someone who's willing to be as perfect as I can be for you. All right, guys. So, but yes, my name is ARCa, coming at you here at 10:05 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, January 8th. Spot price action here on XRP sitting at about 213.087, and we're just after 10 p.m. here Pacific time, that some volatility starts to show up. I would say maybe in about 2 more hours, and then we'll really catch some volatility there. But if right now is going to be the turning point for price action, then how can we determine that? There is a signal. There is a pretty cool signal that we can use. And of course, guys, I tend to look at your tether dominance quite often. And there actually is a signal here. Check this out. A psychological signal. So I know that this is an hourly time frame, but this is a start. Right? So there is a bit of what could be a little bit of confusion, right? Because I know that some people are going to say, well, ARCa, there's a probability of observing here a pretty bullish formation within your tether dominance, right? So if this is bullish, then people are looking at this inverse head and shoulders, right? Which is typically a bullish signal, and one that can certainly lead price action for a continuation to the downside, to the upside, sorry. And if you don't know this, right, then we're just going to go ahead and make sure that this is known widely across. But tether dominance is completely inverse the market. So tether would be tether going down. It means XRP up, Bitcoin up, Ethereum up, all that stuff. Tether, tether going up, that would be completely the opposite. So this is just because people choose to purchase or to exchange, right? You go in there and exchange your $1 right, for $1 pegged USDT token. So that you receive a dollar in the tether form, and that allows you to to trade futures. It allows you to buy whatever asset you want, comparable to the $1 one solid fiat. You know what I mean? It's the same difference. It's dollar pegged. So that means that when people, bring out, meaning that USDT is an outbound, right? People are purchasing assets. So that means USDT drops. And that means your risk on assets like XRP, HBAR, XLM, all that stuff, they go up. And inversely so. When people are afraid, then that's the inflation of your tether dominance. It starts to go up because people are afraid and or getting stopped out. So the money comes back into the exchange or to the dollar peg. So knowing that gives us a very strong advantage into understanding local areas of resistance, local areas of support, and or macro trends should we need them. We can go up to the 3-week time frame and see what the heck is going on over there against the 3-week time frame of XRP or BTC or Ethereum, and it gives us an insight, right? So this is why I use it. I know a lot of people kind of already know this, but I would like to go through it because, there are new people here all the time and they don't really understand why we would see this in the first place in light of XRP's price. So now that we know that, right, let's dive into that hourly time frame. See what that hourly is showing us here. So opposing this, I'm going to show you why this could be a little bit of a bear trap. Yes, it does appear that we have like an inverse head and shoulders, although not the most clear signal of all. But the inverse head and shoulder has the nature of a bullish, for the bullish form, right? So that'll take you towards that upside. But there is something going on not only with price and its direction, but there's also something happening with the psychology of a 1 hour time frame, and that's this. This is called a head and shoulders formation. The inverse, the inverse head and shoulders is the natural one, right? What I mean by that is, should it be formed like this, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? This is your inverse manner of that head and shoulders, which leads towards the upside, right? But we're actually not looking at the chart inverted. We're looking at the chart like this, naturally. So it is a head and shoulders, and it does lead to a downside. So this allows us to get a price, or a percentage basis with a downside posturing, right? So let's find that out, because now we have that advantage. Let's go ahead and just kind of pair all of our, I think it would be, just about like this. That's okay. This is called the neckline, right? On a trend line regression. Now we have two potential targets. We have one target that has this huge wick, which is an outlier, so that's going to be our degen target, because it may be a little too bearish, right, than what we want it to be. So I'm going to give you two targets, right? This is your first one here, and that's showing a really cool target of around 5.906. Nice. But we're going to be conservative about this, right? We'll go ahead and present it right about this point, and we'll take it to that neckline and then actually put that price on there, right? So we already kind of suggested that it would be from this point at the center, right? We'll just scooch that out of the way for now to allow space for this one here. Okay, now this is your measured move via the more conservative side of things. That would be a target of roughly 5.936%. So remember that it's not about the actual psychological target. It's more along the lines of what's tangible to it. So I'm taking this slow here so that we can make sure that everyone's on point. So I want you to notice that there is a pivot here, right? Those pivots historically are the ones that are typically tested, right? But before this pivot here, we do have a pivot here, right? And before this pivot, we also have this pivot here. And historically speaking, do we have dynamics of other areas that are confluent to that? Well, naturally, we can already see them. This one here, right? And all that connected towards this top and these bottoms. So now that makes an area that could prevent price from continuing to macro lows like that. So what we would do at this point is just consider the low, sure, right? We'll consider it all the way. We'll just, in this case, we'll just go ahead and say that this would be an area of soft support. And this tangible area would be the area that we would consider for price action to kind of stop at. But since we're already here, we might as well, and that is literally what the thesis is called, might as well theory would be coming down to this target right about here. Now, is it the wick, right? That little shadow that's confluent to everything else? Or actually, is it the body of the candle that's confluent to everything else? I would say the body, right? Or close enough, because the body would be confluent to these bodies here too. So I'm going to just go ahead and split the difference there, right? Something like this. That's okay. So this now introduces one zone with a focus and your liquidity bottom. And how does that look? It looks like this. Let's go ahead and just form this and put this all the way down, brothers and sisters. Here we go. And we want to make sure also that we can be as accurate as we can, because, you know, these targets are essentially the ones that we're going to have to deal with here. And this is incredibly important, because knowing this gives us the edge for XRP, which then is going to come way easier. The price action for XRP after knowing this, it's going to be cake. You know what I mean? So we'll mark off the targets here for everybody to know that the potentials for a downside here and reaching these levels are that of these zones here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and scooch this a little bit because it's getting a little cluttered. All right, team. So knowing now that your daily average true range could be that of just about 0.18% any day that this opens. So that kind of gives you a fair bit of information. Your daily ATR low would be, what is that? Wait, hold on. We're going to take the day. Oh, of course, we can't do that because we have this huge price there. So let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. And we're going to go ahead and highlight the daily ATR low. Okay. And I'm going to do that just because I want you guys to see it for yourselves. We're going to make it a lot larger. And here is what we're looking for. We're looking 5.905 roughly. But remember, it's not the statistical side, and it's not the psychological side of things on the target. It's what's tangible. And if we look at our liquidity bottom here, let's go ahead and make this a 20, or maybe even a 22. And there is the target that I'm looking for. Psychologically, you'll be surprised that it probably has a lot to do with the target that the statistics already are suggesting. Take a look at that. 5 spot 906, 5 spot 905, tangible 5 spot 927. Okay, so that's the confluence that I wanted to show you. When you find confluence like that, lots of things can happen, right? Many people will start seeing things. Many people will start just whatever. You know what I mean, guys? I didn't plan this. I didn't script it. I didn't rehearse it. I'm looking at the charts for the first time forever for you guys, you know? And I know that the video is already going kind of ridiculous here. So hit those ATWs in the chat below, right? And let's go ahead and kind of speed through this. What I'm not gonna do is explain everything all the way so that I can actually preserve you the time, or I'm just gonna preserve you from it, right? So if it is in fact that we're on your tether dominance, right? Getting ready on this session to start dropping towards some of those targets there, well, something really bullish might be happening in the crypto space, and who knows what that's going to be. So, but it's not up to me to question it. It's just the potential is there, and it's shown through the charts. Whether I don't know. I just don't care what it is. It shows, and I'm going to go ahead and practice probabilities. So here we go. This is, we still have about, close enough to 2 days here to close this 5-day time frame. And typically speaking, when we close a new bar, right, or when we close a bar, we typically tend to retrace 50%, 30 to 50% of that prior bar before continuing on a direction of which it was initially set on. So you can see that the 50% of this prior 5-day candle is sitting at just about this point. But remember, it's not about the target that you're getting at the 50% precisely. It's about what you're getting to tangible targets, historically speaking. right? So that's how it happens. We tend to see those targets. We'll rhyme with them, right? So yeah, that's how this target happened, right? Now, there is a bounce towards that upside. And I got to say, XRP is bouncing here from around 206 now to around 213. That already tells me that momentum is starting to gather towards the upside in the immediate short term. We should start seeing some bullish action here pretty soon. Okay, upside posturing, looking like we're massively contracted here, but it is upside. 5-minute time frame, let's see. Upside postured, right, on momentum. We look like we're expanding here. So expansion on linear volatility, think of it as acceleration with an upside bias on stochastic momentum. That's your direction in which you're gassing it with too. Okay, upside bias is still present here on a 10-minute time frame. We are not crossed to the downside. The fact is that it's still postured to the upside, right? And we also have that critical contraction. So that means that at any point, this could completely turn around. And not only that, is that we also have an inverse head and shoulders here too, right? Very, very nice. Continuing the, let's see what we have here. Wow, yeah, massive upside on that 15-minute with 11 minutes to close. 20-minute has 1 minute to close, and it's still got an upside. 30-minute time frame, let's see. 11 minutes to go, and it looks like it retraced half of it, half the prior bar, or was it actually the hourly that was retracing 50% of its prior before it continues to the upside on that inverse head and shoulders with a potential breakout, right? Starting to catch it. So let's see. Yeah, I can't trust that hourly time frame just yet. And that bi-hourly time frame suggests continuation to the upside. 3 hours is still continuation to the upside. 2 hours and 40 minutes before we close this. Look at the new green bar. Look at the 30 to 50% retrace with a bounce. Upside postured. Okay, 4-hour time frame. Let's see. Upside bias even still. 6 hour, still upside. 8-hour time frame. Yeah, not. It has to be completely downside postured, and that's how we know. Daily time frame is not quite there. Dude, it really isn't. It's kinked. 2-day time frame also isn't quite there. Your 3-day time is, guys, where's the downside? I don't see any. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not seeing a single downside on this thing. It's kinked. It's invalid. There we go. Monthly time frame, finally. And it's got 22 days to close. Okay, so that's that's your total upside based on this being the last downside. The first downside posturing. It means that your monthly time frame is giving you a monthly ATR top. So that's giving you a target of 248.99 or 98, whatever that is. It's still in line, guys. It is very much still in line. 248 is landing just about. Yeah, tangible targets are leading you towards 243 and just about this top side right here, guys. 251.094. Okay, so I'm expecting price here to appreciate pretty soon. Actually, that's we're already moving up on what we were talking about, and that should be some kind of warning enough here, right? That there is a potential appreciation happening here in the more immediate short. Okay, guys. So I think now that everybody knows the targets and everything, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. Any questions or concerns, make sure to reach out to me at oh, guys, yeah. Also, for those of you who are listening still, I imagine that the issues with the TradingView server are just about to get resolved. So everybody's access to the new indicators are about to come in. Okay, guys, just maybe another day here, and I'll get you guys all started. The worst case is that I just give you access from the account number 2. So I think I might actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to do that by default. I'm going to give you guys the access to by the account 2 for the new indicators. Everybody that's bought the new algos. But yeah, team. With that said, we'll speak very, very scary Jerry Larry later. Okay, team. I can't even say it. I love you, team. All right, adios, and yeah, adios, team. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah. And that was that, team. That was that. Thank you guys for listening in. Sorry that the video was so damn long. And I know somebody's going to say in the comments, bro, I could probably listen to you all day about XRP. I think to myself, like, no, man, that is ridiculous. But yeah, guys, I meant what I said. I wanted to take it a bit slower here so that I didn't just rush into the craziest, most insane statistics after kind of, you know, not calling that downside as correctly as I could have, or whatever that was, right? So let's just take it step by step, and that's it. That's all I really wanted to say, team. And yeah, the fact that there is a bearish formation, you know, setting up here for the USDT, yeah, that's true. It's very, very scary, Larry. So yeah, team, I just really also want for you guys not to over leverage as you play this, right? It's important to know the levels that are key. That they're, you know, your key levels. Those are incredibly important. And as we move, you know, as we move to the upside, which is this, I didn't actually get to talk about this in the video, but you know, you can see very clearly that there are sections here that multiple candles can group around each other. You know what I mean? Like this low here with this low here with all these lows with that low there, all that stuff. The more confluent the touches, right? The more supports you have touching like all together at once, the bigger the inflection zone, or the more obvious of an inflection zone can be. Inflection can also be this, right? Before it's just finally time to go. Inflection is also this and this here. But that doesn't mean that any local inflection zones like these are primary supports, right? So if we break above, right, and we resist at somewhere, wherever the heck that may be, well, there's typically a 50% retrace that we kind of come down into, right? So let's kind of just draw it real quick like this. You find your bottom. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's find the bottom here and put that target towards the upside to find one of the targets, right? And the other one would be that secondary level, and that shows you this target here. So it's roughly at the 50%, which just so happens to be right at that little tiny green area that we're going to highlight right there. And look at all the candles to the left. You see how much confluence there is? So that's how you find a good, you know, a valid support. And again, right, that's more on the scalpers market type of thing that we're going to be kind of going over. But yeah, the faster you are at identifying key levels like this, the better you will be, and the more confidence you'll have for executing a strategy. All right, so team, do you mind if I actually put you know, post this up here for the XRP Army? I always you know, traditionally I want to give you guys the extra thoughts after the video is filmed, so that you guys can, you know, you guys get more information than the outside world, because I prefer you guys, of course. But I still care about everybody, and I want to get this video posted. So if I can just have your blessing to do that, it'd be great. And from here, I can just leave you with some mild tunes here, and then let's reconvene. I'll put an at everyone in just a few minutes, guys, and we'll continue our regularly scheduled programming. All right, team. I love you all. Thank you so much for your patience. Love you, team. And oh yeah, we got tunes, right? That should have been a more seamless thing there, like I usually do. But I hate being wrong, so I messed up. Love you, team.
tryna be.
YouTube check. 1, 2. YouTube check. Okay, man. This freaking dude. This freaking video couldn't take any longer, bro. Like, can you like just? It's like dead ass useless. Like this happening right now, man. Come on. This is so annoying, bro. That's what I meant. It's like the volatility is like coming in right now. There's likely an upside, and then YouTube, cool. Dude, what? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to show my rage over here, man. It's just yeah. Let me put on the headset, guys. Let's get this thing started. Eagle Eye, I know, bro. Thought Zeus. Yeah. Let's see. What is it? ONDS, brother? Of course. Let's do it. Hold on. All right. Let me get this thing. I need that posturing up, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be ready. You gotta be steady. You gotta be completely bullish. Yeah, I know. And for some reason, this take a look at this. And for some reason, that for the 6 minutes left to put it on, blah, 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 blah. Bro, come on, man. Like, this thing has been here the whole time. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, guys, I can't find a downside. This thing's about to pop off. And then, like, it's been like 25 minutes of loading, bro. And then, like, in the video, I'm literally saying this is about to happen. It's really, really, really displeasing for me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I went right back into that, bro. I was just complaining about that. Stop complaining, sir. Okay. In lighter news, right? There is what appears to be a massive bull flag on the ES for the S&P 500 futures contracts, and this very likely could lead towards, I mean, a stupid upside. And wow, I'm not sure. I mean, there was a very bullish catalyst team that came out, right? This is suggesting a target of about 7,078 and 3/4, while your daily ATR top is sitting at 7,034. Okay, fair enough, sir. Yeah, that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. The area that's most confluent to that team would actually be your VWAP upper standard deviation, right? So that's sitting at 7,073 and 3/4, and that's it's relatively close to that. 7,000. Yeah, your daily ATR top 7,034. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. But I'm seeing volume on the SPY 693 and 701s. Financial, me too, bro. Me too. Somebody was asking me, oh, so you think we can see? You think we could see 700 on the SPY? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's probably going to be in the day that's the day that has the most bearish. There, my goodness, look. This is what it looks like when it's ready. See, 2 check marks. Yay! It's finally there. Let's go and get everybody long so I can just get shorted right after that. Hold on, guys. shared with the world. You know, I did say at the end of the trade today that I'm probably going to regret closing this SPY position, right? But I also said that I was going to close like 80% of it, right? So closing 80% of that position left me with 14 contracts. Okay. Because I had a lot of them. So let's, and so far we're gapped up right now. So, I mean, at least a little bit. Stu, I see you in there hiding, man. Relax. What's poppin', and hi, buddy. It's good to see you, man. Where have you been? Huh? I'm just kidding, dude. It's good to see you, man. Guys, just a really, really, really off topic thing here, man. It's gonna be 1 minute. For the IG users, how does one copy a link and send it via text? Does that exist ever? Do you forward? Do you what is it? Yeah, copy link when you forward it. Is that what it is? Fool, don't you be hiding never. All right. I say this, guys. I say this because I extremely, I extremely want you guys to watch. Want you to watch this, okay? I don't really share anything like this to anybody ever. So you guys are the ones that I'm going to share this to, okay? So I volunteer you guys. You know how people share, like there's this one person who just shares all the time everything with you, so I don't have that one person anymore. My daughter used to do that, but she got a boyfriend now, so she'd be doing that over there, and that's low key okay. So so here you go, right? I want you to watch this. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, just please do me the damn favor and watch it, okay? It's not perverted or nothing. It's actually really funny. Now. Bro. Is it Persian too? That's so funny, dude, because that's Mexican. That's just your typical Hispanic household right there. That's Dude, that boy opens his legs like a short Hispanic dad. Your friend's dad used to do that? Bro, that is ridiculously funny to me. Like, what is gonna happen when I disconnect and the pudding, dude, that and like he's expecting an answer from that, you know? He's expecting an answer. Which is exactly what my dad used to do to me. I'm like, I would tell him like, I don't know what. Do you need an answer like for real? Like he would wait there, and it would be like an awkward 45 seconds, and I would just see how long he wanted to take it, and then I'll just be like, I'll be like, Dad, I like have no idea what to say there, and do you need an answer? He would just get so much more pissed. Oh my goodness, bro. But yeah, the mind game of playing the Game Boy while you're supposed to be asleep. Dude. Yeah, my mom cut the cord on my TV once. No way. He was so nice too. My goodness, Arturito. Bro. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think any country and yeah, it is true. It's really ridiculous for me because of the I digress right now, guys. We're gonna start. I'm sorry. I just really had to share that with you because I died when I heard that. You know, the accent and the choosing of words when I putting the PlayStation up your ass. You know, what is going to happen? You know that, dude. It's like I know my mom talks just like that. You know. Oh goodness. And pretending to be asleep when they come back and check. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, I use the imagination key, right? Take the kid to the La La Land and make them think they're about to get more incentives, and then bam, you just you are evil, and that is right, man. I love it. Oh goodness. But anyway, it's even. I'm sorry. Is that dad never cuts his foot nails, dude? That's gross, bro. That is so true though. But we are here, team. We are alive, and we got ourselves into some mess here. I'm not gonna lie, man. These last few days of trading, or week or whatever, has been an awesome and also very interesting happening here. You know what I mean? So why don't we jump in on the continuation of this programming here, guys? Gar. Bro, you better have your heart back, man. I'm tomorrow, big day GME. Why? You got to keep. Oh, dude, the stupid video. Are you serious? I got stuck watching the new Superman, man, and I never sit down and watch something. The new Superman on HBO, like it's a whole new light. It was freaking awesome. Dude. That's what happens, bro. That's what happens when you sit this guy and let him watch the rest of the movie that he started like a week ago. Uselessness. But anyway, guys, there's also, I know ONDS, we're going to start with that. I got you. And then also I have another few, I haven't watched it yet, but man, it's so good. It is, bro. I liked it. And yeah, but of course I'm not going to say anything, guys. What I'm going to pull up is just the news because there is a major catalyst that came up, and that, I mean, it is. You guys heard about it, right? The housing stuff. James Gunn. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. But specifically for GME, well, I don't know why that would be a big day. So you let me know. Is it because there's going to be releasing something of the brother? Or is it something that's about to come out from Kitty himself, or fundamentally in intercompany? Trump has a problem with, let's see, Musk's. That's crazy. Hold on, I don't know if, let's see. Trump orders that. There you go. Thought Zeus, bro. Like, how can I ever doubt you? And I didn't doubt you. It's just I didn't realize that you would be that quick. But yeah, take a look at that, guys. It is right over here, right? So this Did anyone read that? Thought Zeus, did you know what I was talking about, and had read it already before, or did you just find it right now? Oh, you did. Okay, cool. Yeah, because you were going to mention it here. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so you guys were already aware of that. Okay, well, that brings a unique situation here, right? Just at work. So, dude, that was pretty damn fast, bro. That brings a unique situation here, guys, because we do have tickers that are directly affected with that. Tickers like RDFN for Redfin, right? Like, I mean, things also Open Door, right? We have Open Door for that. And I'm not sure if this one is going to be impacted, but it should be. But does Zillow have a publicly traded? Are they publicly traded? Zillow? Because if they are, that's definitely another one, right? So you have the XOM and let's see. To be at a meeting. Oh, you were talking about something else. Oh, nice. And hold on. No way. When did they? Wait. What? Dude, this is that GME thing. What is 109? Is that PM? Eastern time? Is that when it's gonna go? 109, the date? Oh yeah, the date. And then are they talking about April 20th after that? There could be yeah, so that's the whole thing, right? Oh, that's the thing with it. Okay, gotcha. Oh my goodness, dude. It's happening all over again, just like they did when he started streaming that one, wasn't it near the time that Tesla was doing their shareholders or Nvidia, the shareholders conference? Or it was I forgot who it was, right? But it was around that same time. Are we back there again? Is this in like last year? Hold on just a second. You're having a problem, Daniel? What you mean? Guys, yeah, I'm also noticing that there's a big shift in. Oh yeah, financial, nice. There's a lot of shifting around happening here. I'm gonna go ahead and type this in right here. So I'm gonna put everyone. Can you hear my voice in the Discord stage right now? And you know, put a like on it or something, or I don't know. Checky, 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 check. Check 1, 2. Robert, thank you, brother. It feels like we're getting a bunch of shifting around right now, and I can't like identify what the issue could be, because a lot of people won't say anything in light of not wanting to interrupt something, That Discord went out. I'm getting a couple DMs here. I have a couple DMs. Dude, what I think is that I messed up by not filming that video. I need to get that done. That post it reminds me a lot. It's raising anxiety, dude. So if you're already in it, careful to whatever or whenever that the resolution comes in for that, because that would probably be the day that it kind of reaches a resistance and it pulls back. you know? So that's my only warning about that. But um, it's this. Look, financially, I promise you, I'm just gonna very lightly take my silly self into this into these settings before we start it, right? ONDS. Guys, also remind me of the other tickers that we have to look at, right? I was given the request for ONDS, and we're going to get that started first. And I think a couple other people. So please go ahead and share that with me. Okay. Yeah. No, nothing. Financial, the TSM chart. Who asked for it though? Was it you actually? And then also let me do this. Oh yeah. That's right. Hold on. Audio check. Check 1 2. Check 2. Check 3. Uh, Daniel, do me a favor. Do me a favor if you're able to hear it this time. TSMC revenue 335 billion year over year plus 20.4%. That's the Taiwan semiconductor. Weren't we talking about that yesterday? We were talking about it being pretty bullish, right? I think I'm not sure if I put the chart up yesterday either, but I think I remember being bullish on it. But tell me, team. Let me know if you can hear my voice in the chat this time around. Check, check. Yeah, so yeah, Daniel probably is the only one who still can't hear me, but I you can't. Wow, you're the only one. Are you really? No way. You're the only one that can't. That sucks, bro. It's on YouTube. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's not the I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, buddy. We are. Yeah, I mean, if anything, dude, YouTube gives you the best resolution and audio quality. It would be YouTube. So I'm just gonna be. You're running both of them at the same time. At the same damn time. Whatever it is, guys. I'll try to even do like hyper fast ones too, right? So let's switch over the screens here and take a look at ONDS. Guys, I noticed that not all of the tickers. It's just because I sent those videos through my phone. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, I noticed that I didn't see all the tickers that you guys had mentioned earlier, guys. I know we got. Oh, I mean, I can go real quick. Hold on. But I really mean this. There could be massive opportunities, guys, within tickers like RDFN, Redfin, Open Door. Some of those tickers they you know they're going to be volatile tomorrow. So volatile tomorrow, or this next trading session. So which is going to allow many opportunities for the immediate short term and financial. Yeah, dude, that that Carvat that was SUGP Eagle, right? Okay, let's get this. Yeah, let's get this ready. I'm gonna come over on this one here, and we'll leave that there though. Okay, so there's gonna be ONDS. Let's leave that here on a daily. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate this one too. And this one is gonna be, guys. If I got it wrong, CVNA has been a moneymaker for the past 5 days. It really has, and also for Thought Zeus, he was killing it with Apple puts. SUGP. That's gonna be Sue Group Holdings. Let's leave this on the day. Okay. We'll leave BE there. That's no problem. Okay, guys. And do you guys remember what was after SUGP? Let me. I can, like I said, right? I can remember again. Or I'm sorry. I could look real quick. Fire. Okay, I would like to request ONDS when we start. Dude, who called? Okay. Uh, we it looks like we have also circle. Do you want it's actually, I don't know if it's, I don't know if that's a request. Did you want me to take a look at it? Oh, Daniel, thank you for letting me know that the video was ready, buddy. Don't hide in the shadows, Stu. Let's see. Okay, other than these, I know I'm skimming really fast here, guys, just so I can get to the bottom as quick as possible. But other than those, do we have anything else as I approach the bottom here for the chat? Financial. I know that you just mentioned one right now, right? That was the you said. I think you. I'm coming straight through it. I'm coming for it right now. Let's see. EXPE RZLV EXPE EXPE Expedia. SUGP. And this is going to be Stu, RZLV, right, buddy? Okay, RZLV, resolve. Nice. And yeah, I gotta say that this is, you know, kind of looking like those other ones too, team. Look, I'm gonna put this on a block of 3. Let me get rid of yeah, let me just get rid of data cells real quick. We need space when we're observing it like this. And I'm not gonna chart it like this. I just want to open it. So okay, so I think it's Open Door Technologies, right? This may actually have some kind of something happening later, right? This is your 12-hour time frame, right? Also, RDFN, or wait, hold on. What is that ticker then? Redfin Corp. Wait, what? Redfin is not publicly traded or what, guys? Can I do it with a dash? And what? Reddit? What? Guys, I could have sworn Redfin was, yeah, or did it change its name or something? Yeah, it's RDFN. What the heck? Guys, can you let me see if did they change their ticker? It was acquired by who? That sounds familiar. This is not Zillow, was it? Yeah, RDFN. That was I remember that being the ticker. It's by it's RKT. RKTR in January. Dude, or RKT. Rocket companies. Oh my goodness. So this one's popping off super ridiculous. Not to say these aren't, right? But I mean, well, this is our ZLV. And I don't remember if Zillow was one of them, right? But I just want to put them here. Oh, it is ticker Z. Oh, and it, you know, it was already running. And then it got some more upside into that 12-hour time frame post market. It looks like the RKT and RZLV have sort of similar charts, but this thing was on an uptrend here. I'm sorry, you're not even seeing this. Yeah, it looks like RZLV and RKT. It looks like they had similar charts, right? And this would be the daily. But this thing moved way harder. Okay, yeah, and this is what I'm observing here. So RZLV, ticker Z, and RKT for for potential movers here, which can allow opportunity. Jenny, let's see. What a chat! So bullish. On January 6, 2026, the grant date. Let me see. The issuer's board of directors, the board, right, granted Mr. Cohen a long-term performance award consisting of performance-based, non-qualified stock options to purchase an aggregate of 160,537,327 shares at a per share exercise price per exercise of $20.66. The award. Elon got something like that in 2018, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Whoa, that's crazy. RKT. Right. This one did feel like it was nuts. So, guys, you're talking about GME there, right? And Ryan Cohen. And also, what price is GME at? And that price, exercise price of 2066. So that means he can. So these are not warrants, right? But somehow they are stock options, and he could pull the shares out at $20.66, which is just over that right now, right? Why does that feel so shady, man? Oh, that he's not dumb. You see, uh, if we get to a 200 billion market cap, he can exercise those contracts. Should we hit $200 billion? That's part of the criteria. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like an exit strategy. It sounds kind of like an exit strategy. Should it be that? Because, dude, if he exercises that, how many shares are we talking about? It's 171 million added into the pool, dude. That, yeah, it would. Price price would price would capitulate on that to try to fill him, and it would capitulate for days because unless he does it in a dark exchange or something, man, like off out of the lit market. That's the only way. I don't. No, but even still, bro, it's just too much. It's too much added. I mean, legit, it's just so many shares. It's implying that GME would be way above 20. Okay, I see. Yeah, it would definitely, huh? Okay. All right, well, that's good to know, team. So let's get this thing started. And I also, guys, sorry if I missed a request. Let me just make sure that we didn't miss a request because you said expe. ONDS. Hold on, I want to make sure that I put it exp. Okay, good. Good deal. Yeah, yeah. As long as it is here. I just wanted to make sure of that. Perfect. So here we go. And last question for you, brother. Is this is the screen here? Last question for you, brother. Are you already positioned in on this? Let me go back to the chat here and see you. Watch for Kitty. But damn, dude. Elon got something like in 2018, if I'm not wrong. Okay. Wouldn't play Jimmy being way above 20. Okay, good. I hope you're right about the SPY hitting 700 today. Um, I feel like it does have a chance at doing it, right? Just like Wednesday to Thursday, price action on the ES was gapped down, and the recovery was just massive, and also uh, um, the mortgage thing is, dude, that is a lot of cash, right? That is a lot of cash, and it's going to impact everything. You bought them at close. Damn, I released 80% of my position. I still have around 14 contracts of it though for the SPY 693s. I think GME should have driven a dividend for GME holders, but they will never do it. What was the special dividend again, bro? I think wasn't that supposed to be? No. Didn't they take that in the form of an NFT? It's not that, right? Damn, dude, I'm all stuffy. Bro, I wish you were back. Like, dude, I wish you were back just a few days ago, man. To take on, to see the play happen for Carvana, dude, for BE, man. I mean, just some stupid gainers, dude, lately. Damn it, Daniel, you're turning into a whole grandma. Then we'll look at your ticker tomorrow. Which one was it that you wanted? I'll remember it. No, that's not true. Really? Okay. We get in the hood? Okay, buddy. Have a good night, bro. Rest well. Big day tomorrow. Let's make some money. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It was circle. I noticed uh your drawing you put up there. Gotcha. All right, man. Well, if anything, you let me know, okay, buddy? But be safe. Good night. All right, here we go, guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and start this off with ticker symbol ONDS. Gap up on a daily time frame. Continuation even still on a 12-hour and a 12-hour afterward. Let me see the proximity here or a larger time, because I want to see if we can't get this done here sooner than later. Okay, we are at one gigantic resistance, but it still has more to go. And this thing is moving at about $1.16. Should the market open near the $14 area, well, that gives you just around 1517. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Is that actually the ATR top, the prior wick high? 1507. Okay, so yeah, and it looks like it's expanding too, right? So I think that because we just got the closure of your 5-day time frame, right? And let's see, I think we also are about to get, okay, yeah, we're getting the 2-day, the 3-day, and the weekly. Okay, so the weekly time frame, there we go. There is a potential for ONDS to make its complete ATR top plus the extended top over here, right? So there is actually that chance to do that. And should it want further price, this is your liquidity top, which obviously, this thing is already like crazy extended, but it looks like it could actually do it on that weekly time. So the peekaboo from that weekly time would, very likely be in this resistance area here. So let's go ahead and draw, let's just go ahead and start marking off our resistances, right? So here's that red. This is liquidity top. Let's grab the receipts and do the damn thing, right? Just about like this here. And what the heck? We'll put that there. And I don't know that I'm going to use any type of 50% on that team because I really can't see anything. There, you know, it's quite literally empty. Even though it's the weekly time, right? It's just, it does feel pretty deserted. Okay, so yeah, resistance, and then of course we'll put the receipt on that top end as well. Should it be that price decides to extend all crazy. And you know what? Somebody did tell me that these numbers were kind of a little too small. So let me guys, do you agree with that? Are these numbers a little too small? Like these blue ones over here? Is that hard to read? Because, you know, I want to make sure that we can just make them either a little bit, a little the receipts, those, it's like blue with white. You know, these little guys. Is that hard to read? Let me know, team. Y'all don't care? Somebody messaged me about it. It's okay. I'll just, you know, one can easily zoom. I wish that it were as easy as that all the time, you know, but I think I'm going to leave it at least a 16 here. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm noticing here that there could be a push to the upside based on the upside momentum that we're getting from the prior day. I know, right? And so should we realize some type of a you know, if we realize some type of upside here based on its momentum, well, I think we would be pretty okay in betting this these tops here. Okay, and that would give you reason enough to start pull. It might happen, guys. This might happen in the pre-market, right? So we'll catch that. We'll catch that upside here, right? We'll catch that upside and then resist at this point, and then we'll start getting that retrace of that weekly bar. But know that the weekly bar will start pulling. You know, it's going to start pulling on the price action here, roughly when we get to uh, 6.5 hours prior to closing. So 6.5 hours, guys, or 6.25 hours. That's literally the opening of the market. Your trading day is 6.5 hours long. So yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to gap up on ONDS. It probably opens, you know, somewhere in the vein of 1472, maybe even 1493, right? So this means that we could catch that resistance on the weekly top. Also, it would be the top of your 5-day. That would be the top of your 3-day too, and then your 2-day time as well. So the 2-day time frame and the 3-day and the 4-day have retraced earlier than they should have. So, okay, man. Okay, yeah. So I think so, team. I think we're gonna head towards that upside and catch resistance here. This would start to decompress, right? And decompress would be equivalent to this level here. I mean, man, I know that there are areas here that can prevent price action from doing that, but I'm going to just be as honest as I can be. Just place this order right about here, right? I'm sorry, the range. And hold on, this is a whole dollar. Is it really that? Is it really that freaking volatile right now? Oh, I see it. There we go. $12 to 11.73. And what could prevent price action from falling would be essentially this 1350. You know, so if that 1350, if we fail it, then now you know why. It's just it's a soft support, and that means that we would have further downside into this area here, which I feel like it may actually happen. But remember, guys, these soft supports, like we saw today, they can absolutely make a difference. You know, Carvana, it was on Carvana before we went in. So yeah, let's put the receipts on that too and do our thing. Here we go, team. And this one. Okay, guys, that sucks. Okay. And yeah, I think that was just about there. I'm gonna say that this has a pretty nice like liquidity feel to that bottom, you know, and it while there is that bottom side to enter, heads up on this too here. So these would be the two targets that can assist in some way here to prevent your lower targets from getting there is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay, team. That's about it there. And what did I do with this? This thing was all messed up. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Anyone else sitting on silver? Oh, Jude. No, is that like physical? Are you talking about like I don't know what that is, but are you or is it you know, an asset like here publicly traded asset? Physical? Oh, dude, that's cool. Was it it just dipped, right? Silver just dipped. So that is it did you buy it at spot price? And also is it called that when you buy it at the price of the equity or security? Because I don't know that world whatsoever. Um the only way I know it is just cuz yeah, spot when you buy the physical. Okay. So you would look at the price of spot price and then you would pay that. Dang. Okay, man. That is interesting. Okay, team. So now we have this here, and I know these targets are probably going to be like a million miles away. Oh, okay. It's not so bad. We could just bring them in real quick. All right. So let's see. Spot is when you buy the physical, right? Yeah. What is it called? What is it called when you have a? What is it called when you have hold on. When you have like silver that's not the greatest quality, I think is or what's real silver? How do you know that it's real silver, or what does it say on the tag, or what does it say when it's actually silver, you know? Yeah, is like sterling, like junk silver? I've heard a bunch of things about that. So 0.999. So when it's 825 or 925, that's like not good silver. Is that how you know? Oh, okay. That's cool. That's really cool to know. Okay. And these are the targets here for this. I'm just going to go ahead and put your trajectory. 825 is sterling. So what's 925? Thought Zeus, I love you, buddy. I have a feeling Stu knows the crap out of it. So 925 is sterling too? He's better than Grok. All right. So suspect the suspicion here. Let's go ahead and draw this as an liquidity bottom, right? More on that teal color than anything. So 925 is also sterling. 825 and 925. Let's see. Okay, all of these would be liquids except for oh man, okay. Well, that's really interesting. Yeah, you know what? This one's gonna be a slight bit different because I actually have to say entry on this. And of course, we're gonna get rid of that border. What? does that work? See that? Yeah, that's really weird. So it always has a border. I don't remember that. Oh, okay, there we what? That is ridiculous. That's so confusing. I feel like that should be taken out. Is that a flip phone? Bro. It's like, you found a flip phone in this picture, dude? Where the heck is that? Oh my goodness. Bro, what are you talking about? I don't even know where it is, man. Is that a flip phone, bro? Oh, the camera quality. Oh, dude, it's super grainy. I didn't even realize, bro. That's even funnier, man. Okay, I got you, man. I got you, brother. Okay, so we're gonna label this as we're gonna label this as entry. We're gonna label this one too as entry, and furthermore, we're gonna identify the liquidity bottom as entry as well. And of course, just so people don't lose their minds entirely here, you know, the A15, clean the lens, man. Yeah, dude, I can't. I have to clean that dumb lens every time. It's like I don't want you to see like my fried freaking the French fry fingers, you know, oily. Oh, dude. So this would be an exit condition. Diabetes spike. I don't take pictures like that. No need. And this would be an exit condition here too. Okay. And you know what? That's really ridiculous. So I'm going to put this in the bottom side. There we go. Cool deal. And then your exit conditions, of course, we're going to leave them above because we said we would. Okay. Just like that. Good deal, sir. Okay. So now trajectory on this. It almost feels like we could do a little bit of an upside, but not to the 15 or 16, you know, specifically towards the 1444 to maybe 1464. This would pull back into the potential entries. Anywhere in these areas here would be pretty cool, right? This would be continuation, macro resistance, at least for the shorter time frame, if it, you know, and this would be your higher low towards around the 1296 before continuing to the upside to where you can find a target of just around that $16 zone, right? So I'm just going to leave it like this. All right. So there we go. With that, I hope it is understandable. Okay. And but does it, you know, let me just see if it does have more just real quick. That's downside 8 hour. That used to be. Whoa. New 4-day time frame has huge upside. 5-day time frame just closed. Yeah, that's your 5-day retrace. Okay, cool. 5-day time frame gets that, you know, that peekaboo, which is relative to some of the targets that we want as resistance. There it is, 1511. Right about there. Pull back the market. And, you know, we can perform here a 50% prior bar, which is very, very confluent to this area here. Very nice. And what target is that? The liquidity bottom, the entry. Got it. All right. I'm sticking to the plan, guys. I'm sticking to the plan. Okay. And there we go. That is it. Let me go ahead and just put this up. And do our little dance, right? Here you go, guys. That buys the expensive phones? No. Let's see. This is ONDS. Here you go, guys. That is ONDS in the chat. Sorry. And the lounge, I'll start it right now. Oh yeah, didn't I do that thing so where I didn't have to break my neck every time I talk to you guys? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. Much better. Okay. And let's post the, well, I'm not going to post it just yet, guys. I'm going to post it as soon as we're done. Was oh my goodness. Was it one of those Simmons? ONDS. That's, okay, that's done. Who was SUGP? Can you let me know, team? Was that you, Eagle Eye? Was that you, buddy? SUGP. Can you tell me if you're already long the ticker? Long the ticker. Man. You are? Oh, dude, that 12-hour time frame though. What's your average? Or I mean, if you're are you down? I don't need to know how much. I just need your average is 620. Oh, dude, you're not even that far. Definitely not even that far. So, yeah, as your 620 would just be right above here. You'd have to recover just one spot for 2% to get back to your price. 620. Okay. All right. Do me a favor, buddy. Hold on real quick. I need to pee so bad. Financial, love you, buddy. Have a good night, dude. Be safe. I'll catch you soon. Okay. So this is a ticker symbol SUGP, right? Let's look at that daily time. It inverted completely. 644, 611, right? It's moving like an oscillator, man. It's what I mean by that is just it's moving sideways, just crazy, crazy sideways. Damn, let's go, bro. That's all silver. 999. Oh, is that how you say it? And oh my goodness, no way. This is one gigantic broadening wedge. Like the whole thing is, and it's paired with an exit strategy. 2 exit strategies. Technically, yeah. Let me show you what I mean. So this could be. I mean, actually, I mean, there are several ways that we could see this, but it feels almost more natural to do it. Oh, right. I think it's right. Nice. I see it. The HBO special? What's what's that? Uh the help a brother out? Dude, what is that? Is I can't tell if it's like a joke or something. You know what I mean, man? I think we could actually do this one. This one. It is, dude. I'm like totally missing it, bro. Why am I missing it, dude? I'm like, is it because I'm just not sharp right now? Is it because I'm sleepy? You think? You just want that wedge to pop like, oh, dude, because of this broadening wedge here? Dude, that's ridiculous. You're so silly, sir. Uh, Let me make sure that that's actually there. And then I think I could afford just a little more push there. Okay. And yeah, I think I'm at the better part of this right here. Just about there. Right. So I think this is the overall on a daily, it looks like it's a daily time frame formation. Right? Even though we can drop the grain here and look at it from a 5-day, it's or 4-day. That that doesn't look bad at all. Let me just try it one time. One time. Man, all you need is really 2 touches of that support, and you are golden. Honestly speaking, it just feels like it's not. It's just more like nah, and it makes no difference. It could stay like that. Okay. 3 bi-daily. When was that? Oh, so it's added on the bi-daily. Okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. You know, the bi-daily time frame is I think that's the as large as a time frame I can go to diminish can to just minimize the amount of candles. You spend too much time oh my goodness, dude. Okay. So yeah, number one, there is I really I mean there is a double bottom there. Hang on, buddy. Yeah. Don't tell me it still would have to be the daily. Okay, so from the 2-day time frame, I could kind of, you know, if I use the body, then that would probably be an okay way of observing something like this here. Hang on. Something like this. You were looking at a symmetrical. Yeah, it could. I see it too. That was my first instinct. It's just this is such a false break too, which kind of makes me feel that in some way, shape, or form, we have so many confluent candles like right at this low here. I mean, a lot of them. So it makes me feel like we are within. And I see it. I know what you're talking about. Right? You're talking about this. You're talking about this regression here, right? And it does fall within. Maybe that's part of. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's part of your buy formation. So we can take into consideration both of them. In fact, I think I almost would prefer yours too, buddy. It is technically on an uptrend, you know, so that's a good thing because then your other triangle is on an uptrend too, which would make it technically bearish. So I think I'm gonna prefer yours, dude. And also adjust the targets just a little bit more because I do think that we we could see a whole bunch of connecting dots there, you know, more than normal at least. All these, you know, just to be as precise as I can. SUGP, thank you, brother. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, man. Okay, so this looks like we have what, dude? 88.84% insiders holding this, 104.5% short. And we have an outstanding amount of shares of 6.6 million with a total market capitalization of 9.4. 104.5% short. So there's 4.5% amount of shares. Oh, sorry, guys, you're not seeing that, right? Dang it. It's this here. There you go. So that so what it what is this one here? The IO? The cost to borrow is over 500%. Try it. You can try it here too with the unusual whales. You just forward slash. Which one were the cost of? No, you were trying to find the. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same one, right? Is it the same one? 104.5. 104.5. Oh, you just pulled it down a little. Gotcha. Compliant. Okay. Regains compliance with NASDAQ minimum. Oh, what? That is, yeah, that is pretty powerful. I will say that is pretty powerful, dude. And it's $6. and 52 cents. Well, dude, I forgot what this is. What is the IO again? Tell me. Someone slapping the $30 asking price. Someone slapping. um, guys, what the heck is that IO again? What does it stand for? I don't remember what the IO is. Is that a? Why don't I remember that, dude? And also, is it like because I'm not remembering what it is? Is it important? I don't know, dude. I don't think it's the. I don't think it's the open interest because if the open interest is 0.1%, 0.01%, this is likely a huge trap. But 0.01% of what, right? So that the open interest would usually be shown on an options contract. These are fundamental details or data. I forgot what that is, dude. But well, the more info. Okay. Here's the bottom line. The more important information we already have, right? The cost to borrow is around 500%. It is short 104% of the supply, right? And it's being held by insiders, at an 88% in balance only. Damn, I don't even know what the heck that's gonna mean. You believe that it is it? Imbalance only. What's the imbalance, dude, on that? Okay, all right. We're gonna go for it for now. But Eagle, I'll see it as soon as you post it. Let's see, dude. But that's so funny, slapping the $30 asking price. Let's see. Sorry, that's again. It's this one. Is a specific type of order used by traders during the opening and closing auction phases on an exchange, such as the NASDAQ. Definition IO. Order is a limit order designed to execute only if there is a significant imbalance between buy and sell orders in the market during these specific auction periods. Purpose. These orders help provide liquidity and ensure a smooth and orderly determination of the opening or closing price. They cannot be executed before the market opens and are typically non-displayed. In summary, when you see an IO regarding stocks, it is generally referring to open interest in related derivative contracts. So that would be the OI though. But in this case, they are talking about the imbalance, the imbalance only. So okay, all right, and I wonder. Okay, that's something that we can, dude. Thought Zeus, this is something for you here, buddy. Let me see. On stochastic moment. Oh, the RSI, good. Hold on. It would be it would be like this, buddy. Put your line here. to this point, identify this to this point. So then you're looking at downside, right? You have a downside regression and you have upside regression here. Which in essence should be, hold on. Yeah, because I wish we would have been able to find something like this, right? So this pivot connects to this pivot here, right? And you see how this pivot has a higher low? This one doesn't. That has a lower low. So this first pivot to this, where is that? That's gonna be at this. Yeah, so it's up here. It's still a higher low. But yeah, what you want to try to identify are those situations where you have. Oh, okay, all right. This one here. That's one. Okay, so yeah, take this whole thing off here. Identify these two things here with this upside here. See that? That's your hidden bullish divergence right there. So pivot, upside, higher low, and then lower low. That's likely for an upside continuation. And yeah, you are in regression and everything, right? That's all good. But yeah, your more significant signals are certainly right there. Let me see. This one would be that. Okay. Yeah, that's just about it. The first one to identify was these two here with this upside here, and it's happening again. So this led to a gigantic upside, and also would it do it with these two? Like when these just did it, they're completely inverted, but still, it feels like it could likely be an upside on that. By the way, ARCa, remember the Supreme Court ruling today? Hey, can you please tell me what is that the tariff thing? Hold on, let me just get these boogers out real quick. The tariffs? So how do we feel? So how do we feel if they rule it out? If they rule it out, if they say no, well, wouldn't that mean that Ian? What's up, buddy? What Ian? Where the heck are you? Why are you not in here? I don't see you. If they say it's illegal, the market don't start. Yeah, because we're not going to have cash, right? That's the source of the cash that we're getting. And I bet you anything that if it does, it for some reason will dump at freaking 7,000 or 715 SPY or something. So if legal, so if we say yes, continue with the tariffs, which is the reason that people are going to get $2,000 checks for, we would sell off. Is that what the idea is? Yeah. Let's see. The market will. Okay. So the market will literally capitulate if it stays in order. So if it's removed, because every single time any tariff is mentioned, we're dropping, right? So if it's removed, then the markets will rally. But how likely is that to happen? Personally speaking, what do you guys think? How likely would that be? Ian, dude, get your butt in here. So if the markets dump hard, that means that there would be volatility alongside that drop. So if there's volatility alongside that drop, that means that the SPX and the SPX and the NDX not even to mention the Dow, they would demand attention with the downside. It would be, you're coming with me, right? Like a rug pull. There's plenty of historical precedent that the tariffs are legal, but anything can happen. Yeah, right. Was it with Reagan or Roosevelt? I think it was. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, it did. It was legal, but to traditional standards here, this guy's 140% tariffs on anybody. So I wonder if they're just thinking that he's a little too reckless, and also is he in cahoots to make that thing just continue to be true? Yeah, they are, and historically, and I think historically speaking, like before, I think into late '80s and also the '90s, right? And then nothing after that. I think we were kind of at almost 30 years without using them, right? Now, okay, so have we, man, the rule, it's a ruling that's going to happen at what time? What time is that going to be, guys? Is that like we're not supposed to know that? And also, would that be stated? Let me ask my AI. Hold on. That's correct. Everything. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by it having demand. It would dump out crypto unless people see the crypto as a safe haven. And in this case, I don't, guys, in this case, it's a 50-50 toss here for me, but there may be a rise in gold and silver, bonds, yield, oil, nat gas, upside traditionally, but it's already up. So that's you agree, old man? So that's the only thing that I can't really grasp here. BTC has a gap at 8. Oh man. Uh, does it actually? Seriously? You're talking about and it's on futures. No. That would be outstandingly terrible, bro. If also have these gaps been filled historically, you know? Is it a daily gap? Let me see. Wait. There was, hold on. There's another one ish right here. 89,006 six whatever to just about 80. Yeah, like you're right. Is that the one? To just about 88,570 to an hourly time frame gaps. Man, those would be really random. Let's see. It's not necessarily whether it's legal for him to use tariffs, but rather the extent on which he did, the sheer percentages. So you're saying that it's gonna be maintained legal. You're talking about this one here, right? So it's gonna stay legal, but how much he uses it is gonna be the problem. Also, there's a low right here from this gigantic gap. Sorry, what is going on here? Uh, yeah, you can see it, right? I've also heard the tariffs are supposed to be a congressional thing. I don't know the facts behind it. Let me take a look at your drawing. Where in God's name are you talking about, bro? Up here? No, but didn't you say 88? 88, right? Like down here. Uh, dude, is that really one right here? It's like, are you talking about that one, right? Like $500 worth of a gap? 88. Oh, you wrote it. 88,750. Yeah. Well, I wish I could get even closer there, but it's all good. Dude, it's gotta be the 88,250, right? From this candle to this candle. Look at the size of that crap. It's like $500. 88. Did you say 80? Oh yeah, that is the one. No, bro. Oh, no. That's great. So but it's just an hourly time frame though. That's it on CME. Oh, dude, you're not even look. I'm sorry, dude. The setup is different. I can't believe that that just it's supposed to be what the heck, dude? It really is supposed to be. What? Where do I have that? Where do I have that screen? There we go. I'm gonna need a new setup here myself, man. So yeah, besides the fact that there's that one there, it's this one. So I mean, it does have inflection points, right? So let's just say that it is 88,750. Let's just say that it put it there, right? For me, it's showing 88,850. So I would do a line like that, right? And then let's go to the weekly time and see how confluent that is to other things. So, all right, naturally speaking, you are at a support there. There's also a support here at 89,040. And this has just about 3 candles, this one here, 4 candles, this right here, and these 2. So you have just around 4 candles there that are, kind of confluent to each other. So I would say that sure, we do have the space for that, but will it drop there? And there's this too at 90,195. Oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, this one's gonna be a tough one. This really would be a tough one here. And you do have a gap, and that's where it's supporting from right now on your weekly time frame. And by the way, the weekly time frame is going to start decompressing here right when it's at 6.5 hours. So do we have the available time for that 6.5 hour? If you, dude, I honestly, 90,995, 90,205, 89,570. Daily ATR on this is just around 3,500. Dude, you may be right, and we could drop here. So the target to the downside would, you do have invalidation here at 88,008 or 900, sorry, to just around 89,000. But there's also those 2 crazy bars down there that would be pretty significant. Yeah, I'm just gonna choose this one here because of the amount that it did. That's yeah. Uh, let's see what did you just show there, brother? Let's see this here. So Francis Barrett, the U.S. has the right to rethink ties with Europeans, but it is also our right to say no to a historic ally when what is it's so small when what it proposes is unacceptable. Damn, those are serious words, dude. Like, Here, dude. Coming back into this real quick. Just I don't even think I could put it as a I don't even think I could put it as like a type of strategy here, but the more the the bigger likelihood, although there is room to drop $3,000 from its daily open, know that the daily open already happened, right? So 91,495. Look at this thing. This is your hammer candle here. So 50%, this hammer is already being bounced off. Ugh, dude, there's a lot of support here. I mean, a lot of support here. Dude, I see. I see what it is. Okay. So this is the way it would have to be. Just like this. Oh my goodness. Can you stop? There we go. So this would do it, right? We have the one more silly target up here. And this means that we can just go ahead and get rid of this here and then draw in our focus. I'm not sure that we're going to go to that gap, bro. But of course, I may be completely wrong here, dude, because you have a great discretion. Continues. Couldn't that mean a possible bond crisis? Corporate bonds? Government bonds. If it does, and those bonds drop, the market rallies. So should we be bearish on those? I know they can, there's always a thing there. Something bad happens like that, there's always something that has to give in or give way. It'd be funny though, dude, that'd be ridiculous, dude. If that drops and the whole market rallies super hard because they dropped. Oh, jeez, dude. Let's see. CBS talking about XRP days ago, like mainstream. Come on, liquidity grab. That's ridiculous, dude. Like nobody priced in that anywhere like before it happened. That's crap. That was too much. Okay. So yeah, dude, I think that this would be more along the lines of what BTC on futures, right, can be doing. So I'm thinking right around those targets there before this thing starts to maybe reaccumulate. And it certainly has the formation for it, unless this is an ascending or rising wedge of sorts. But within smaller time frames, I'm sure that we can actually find your more true tops on this. I could also just be making up stories here, so that would suck. But this would, if you do, if you, it's range bound, so it would be like this. Yeah, just roughly. I want to get those inflection points too. Hold on. Okay, but I'm going to stick to roughly. Okay, so just like that, right? And this is a complete downside here. And regression starts, it could be anywhere on both of these wicks, whichever one. Right? And this does this number. Then this is your reversal formation on BTC. And this would be the support of your regression. The liquidity bottom of 88,990. In fact, I almost think this is it. And then you have your complete exit strategy, dude, with BTC. Having your head, shoulder, bullish formation for reversal. Many targets to the upside, starting at 99,430 to 100,001. Yeah, this is this is almost in, this is like plain sight kind of crap, man. You know, I think that this is probably what's about to pop off on this. And I know, I'm sorry guys, I guess this is a signal too, you know, like, yeah, yeah, it feels like we still got downside to go, you know, catch ourselves some entries down here, which is kind of shown right now in XRP for some reason, but it is there. So this would, yeah, and this obviously would be the red. Okay, so you know, and then just, I'm just gonna say that, you know, just roughly, it would be upside from here. There's gonna be a lot of zigzagging around, right? I'm just not proposing that just yet, and that's just because it's a bunch of moves that we'd have to calculate. But this is the general idea here. Okay, let me just, I might as well just put this up. So could this be our is canary in the coal mine? You know what I mean? Is this giving us a signal for something that we might not know? So, okay, guys, here it goes. This is going to be that chart right there. There you go. Let me go into the to the lounge. Paste that boy there. And then as far as, did I paste ONDS? I don't remember if I did. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did. But after ONDS, we were talking about this thing here, right? Okay, yeah. Let's just finish this. This one, yeah. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you completely on the bull pennant on this. Now, this does feel like an outlier. This one candle here, you know, yeah, it feels like an outlier, and I say that because this also has like a behavior, like kind of like a bull pennant, you know, and it does feel like it's pretty confluent, I guess, you know. So I think it would be something like this again with a freaking waffle shaped whatever. It's all ugly. So if that's the case, then you have a tri formation here, man, and that's, you know, it's kind of interesting that it would be that. Dude, XRP is just over there going down super hard. Follows the resolution of regulatory issues from Ripple's SEC case. What? Ripple's Reese Merrick announced XRP's status as a non-security digital asset in the US. This gives XRP a unique position among cryptocurrencies amid ongoing regulatory uncertainty. That it's a non-secure, isn't that bad? Bro, are they trying to disguise it as good? Anyway, so yeah, you do have like a few different formations on this SUGP that, you know, for continuation. Number one, this would be your target on your reversal formation. Number one, let's just go to the 50% of the distribution area and kind of put it up like this. Okay, target to the upside is suggesting this right here, 5170. Okay, now the genesis of the formation is the take profit historically. So we'll just leave that like that and make this thing white. Okay, and then of course the triangles, it's just a whole bunch of crap there too, right? Actually, it might break out on this buy daily. You do have 73 cents to the upside, 644, 73, maybe 2 days. But we'll just draw it from here. Center of the triangle would be arguably at this point here. Let's take that target into consideration. Put it right by there. And then the largest point of your triangle. Come on, stop shaking, bro. To that point there. Okay, so let's go ahead and imply that we would break out from this point here. So this is suggesting a regression test. That's, you know, it is, that's nice that it's doing that. I don't think we have price action anywhere else. But yeah, I mean, I agree with this target. It could, yeah, no, I agree with it. It could, you know, that the zone is missing there. That's what it really would be, right? So this target here, and we'll just, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of that long array anyway. So let's just put it as this here, just like that. Get rid of the array. Your second target, based on this breakout here. Yeah, okay. The target would actually be 1656. I'm going to stick to 1656. And yeah, that's fine. Draw this thing out of the way. Forget the zone for now, just so we can finish it. And this would be your third target. And this is giving you 2723. Hang on. There we go. 2561. Perfect. Okay, so those are the three targets for the pennant. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, the bull pennant, and then also your diamond pennant target too. So man, this is ridiculous. This this is a crazy amount of targeting. 5143, right? We said. Okay, and this is your historic. You know, that's a historical or traditional way of observing. Let's see. Americans are moving to Greenland before Trump imposes his buyout plan. Up to 100K to every Greenlander. What? What is? Wait, why is he over there? What's he doing in Greenland giving money away? Is that like a normal thing, or what's going on? Am I the only one like not aware of something, or did I miss something? We're buying Greenland? We're buying Greenland. That doesn't even sound real. Is that true? What the heck? Wow, bro. Yeah, I guess, man. If not, we are considering military. So we're going to take over instead. Oh, man. Oh, dude, that doesn't get any better, bro. That is just so ridiculous, man. You know what? Let's put a receipt on this thing too. Right about that target. And seeing this from a more immediate short term. I'm sorry, Eagle Eye, are you trying to get in on this? Thanks, brother. Thanks for the info. Eagle Eye, are you trying to you're trying to get in, or you already had your targets? I don't remember what you said. Hold on, let me take a sip of this water here real quick. Tell me if you need to get in. Wait, so you're trying to tell me that you want to get in, you want to short it at 15? Or where's price right now? Let me see. It's at, oh, you want to take profit you, oh, that's right. You're at 620. I think you said your average was 620. Okay. Fine, son. Fine. Let's do it. I'm going to do this super quickly. Price came down. Okay. These are all going to be the same here until your 10-minute. Okay. So yeah, downside 10 minute, 15 minutes, 20-minute time frame. Downside 30 down, hourly down. Still downside into the buy hour. Downside 3, 4 down, 6 down, 8 almost there. Okay. 1 day's worth of downside. That gives us about 73 cents. Should we open the market? You're loading Muñoz? Okay. So should we open the market roughly at 44, right? So that would mean that around your 590s, 580s, we could see, I'm sorry, I guess we could do like a 570, even 560, 70, 580s. I remember there was a point here. That gap on a daily time frame has a lot of reason to prevent price from continuing. And that would also be a buy daily 50%. We're closing that. We're closing the 3-day time frame. That would be a 3-day time frame 50%. And that's a 5-day closure. And that would be the 50% of your 5-day after a quick upside. Okay, now I know that. Pull back the market. Let's see, the weekly is closing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, quick upside here. Resist at 660. Likely to come back down. And I'm wondering if I'm wondering here if your support bound could be blocked by anything historically here. So if there is room to block anything, I guess I was almost going to say that one, but it needs to be confluent to things. Oh, that one's not bad. I think it would be this here at $6.20. $6.20. And they're sort of, we'd need a smaller time frame to determine that. Hold on, almost there. Lower target on that doesn't mean crap. One, two, three, four, five. This is your focus at the bottom. Well, that's it's just your entry zone here. Loading the boat manana. $6.20. Does this have options? No, right? I really doubt this thing would. Okay, so yeah, let's color this green here. We'll keep it that green. And yeah, let's just add the, you know what, let's just add the receipts here and try to just go. This one. Into that one right there, right? Cool. Let's get rid of this line. And where's price action? Up here. We're just going to signal that as a red color real quick. Right, for resistance. Okay. It's at 611 right now? Okay, nice. So it's right at entry. That's pretty cool. So that is following the plan. Dude, nice. That was a daily time frame. Okay. So your daily. Yeah, it's just crazy that it, okay, so your daily has upside 2-day up. 3-day time frame upside on the 5. That's upside on a weekly too. Damn, huge green close. Or actually a new bar on your bi-weekly. Upside continues into this 3-week bar. Bro, the 4-week bar. Monthly, I have to stop somewhere. Let me see the bi-monthly. That's crazy. I don't have data in here either. I guess, yeah. This has an ATR of around 798. So your ATR top on this is 1411. So you're looking at, yeah, this is your 1411 target right about here, statistically speaking. I would say, yeah, I think I honestly, I'd prefer using, I really would prefer using this target here. Like, it's, you know what? I have to brace for the gap. It would be like 1477, you know? Many retail shareholders frustrated by the lack of action from the SEC. Oh man, will you be televising a segment or covering the event? Yeah, showing continued support for retail. So, wow, right? It looks like it, bro. I would take advantage of that area. So now let me put this thing on. Maybe I think we said buy daily, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's gonna be really, dude. What? Oh man, this thing here is gonna have to be like your dude. I'm gonna write something on this so that you know that it is the entry, or that everyone knows that it is an entry, right? So we have to make a huge call out on this. Right? And then this is, yeah, bro. This is just crazy. No way. What? It is exactly in the middle. No way. Wow. That is crazy. That is just insane. Nice. And I'm just gonna put it like this, man, just to kind of avoid getting too crazy with this, right? Okay, cool. And well, perfect. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's got to be red, sir. Uh, uh, just play shares with this. Damn, how much? I mean, how much are you gonna go in though? Like, how many? Like, to make a good amount of money? Like, what are you? How many shares would you need to buy of this? Are a lot of people trading this? Why are they? Why? The heck is this? Is this just being talked all over like Reddit or something? You have shown, let's see. Oh, you couldn't get the full post? And thank you, brother. And we hope you will kindly lend your voice to this cause on Monday the 12th. Whoa, dude, so they're trying to get what? I'm sorry, I'm not really showing it right. Let me put it here. This is what we're reading. Take a look, guys. Do you remember? Do you remember the spoiled brat? The name Danielle. She came here yesterday. Hey, it was at the night. I'm not sure if everyone was here for that, but do you guys remember that? She put up saying for if anyone has any questions or whatever, because she is the leader of that. She figured that out. She got the meeting with Congress. And what she does is that she kind of plenty of people got involved with this, and she was able to use some of the people there to you know to do some of the meetings. She's not 30 anymore. You know what I mean? So she delegates, but she's really bright. And she put up in the lounge. You'll see her post there, that if you want to get in touch with her and find out more information, to reach out to her. She's a track 2 or track 3 student of mine. But she's been about this movement for a long time, dude. For as long as I can remember. I think I remember now around 3 years of it. And she's been giving me the update, dude. She told me about this Congress thing about a month ago. But yeah, guys, very cool stuff. And that's about it for this ticker. Sorry. Here we go. Okay. So I know this is just a little bit of a mess. But dude. So yeah, and entries would be at that point there. And then just I can't even tell. There's going to be a lot of wiggle in this because it has so many obstacles. But this would be it. Let me see if I can't do that in a neon green or something, and just do something like that, right? Or whatever. Oh, you know what would do it? Uh oh, I can't do that. Okay. Whatever. There it is. So let me just take into consideration here this, and who knows how long it's gonna take to get all the way up there, bro. But it's been having some nice candles, so there that could be expansion on your ATR too, right? So here is ticker symbol SUGP, right? Here you go, team. Let me go to the lounge. And I think this was the one for financial. He was wondering what I thought of it. But yeah, guys, why don't we cut it here? Let's go get some rest. And if I missed you, please let me know in the AM, and we'll get her done. Yeah, dude, XRP really did. Like, I don't even think I talked about that whatsoever. Like, at all. What happened? You know? I don't even know where my damn chart is. This was supposed to be downside on this. Upside, I think. All right, everybody. But anyway, team, I love you all. Please be safe, and we'll chat in the AM. If any questions, you know where to reach me, okay, team? Take care, everybody. Have a good night, team. Or a good rest of your day, wherever you may be. Take care, guys.